NepentheZ, a popular YouTuber known for his FIFA videos, is in hot water because with great coins comes great responsibility, Jason. And he was not responsible with his act. Apparently, he could be. Well, his channel was shut down. That's the first thing we know because we were searching for it. And it was no longer there. A really dark day for this YouTuber. But it's under the First Prosecutions Act for Britain's gambling rules, basically, where it said that you cannot kind of propose FIFA coins in a sense of gambling. And this was actually based on a tweet that he sent out, which we can get to, but I want to get to the quote first, I believe.
Yeah, there's two, just for a little bit more context.
A little bit more context.
On NepentheZ.
NepentheZ, or NepentheZ, if you want to call him that. Yeah. So now NepentheZ, could become well known as being one of the first prosecutions under Britain's Gambling Act for promoting gambling with FIFA coins, in-game currency that can be purchased through microtransactions and encouraging minors to participate. His real name is Craig Douglas, was charged along with Dylan Rigby, owner of the now defunct FUT Galaxy channel, as the BBC reported yesterday. It goes on. The two men appeared at Birmingham Magistrates Court. The case has been adjourned until 14th of October. The Gambling Commission, which brought the prosecution, has been looking into the rise of video game gambling. It is warning parents that children can be drawn into betting and on so-called skins or virtual goods such as weapons or clothing that are a feature of many popular games.
Yeah, so I found this story fascinating, mostly because, for one, we work on YouTube, so just the news around YouTube itself that circulates on top of like the demonetization that's been going on. It's been in the mainstream, which we like. We want YouTube to get more into the mainstream. Maybe not for stories like this specific reason. However, this FIFA coins thing is something that we've seen on a lot of specific to FIFA 15, 14, 16 gaming channels, and of course with FIFA 17 coming out. What I find so interesting about it, though, is gambling can sometimes be a gray area. In the United States, like for a while, the daily fantasy sports was not considered gambling, which is ridiculous. However, in your neck of the woods, gambling is legal. Sports gambling is legal. What they're going after, though, is the influence over minors. Kids under the age of 18 is also considered a minor in Britain and other places overseas. So what I find fascinating is that they're considering this a form of gambling, although then you look into it more and you find that people could bet their FIFA coins that they used real money to buy on other FIFA gamers.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I've done with Ben Mankiewicz here when you used to play the True Geordie, except it was for lunch. And I would always lose because you would lose to the True Geordie occasionally.
Well, the misconception is that it's FIFA coins. Like, people who don't understand the industry is like, yeah, it's money through FIFA, they can exchange it, but you have to buy that money unless you are, of course, an influencer, where I'm sure you get those coins as a form of promotion. And the estimated in-game gambling is at $7.4 billion. That is outstanding. The black market for FIFA coins is already big, and there's channels out there that give out FIFA coins, because there was actually a story we did not long ago. Well, it actually was. I think it was like maybe 6 months ago. Remember when this kid actually like maxed out his dad's credit card on FIFA coins because he was just buying it? So it is a dangerous environment, especially if you're not aware of what your kids are up to. And as we talked about, this market is growing so fast. There's so many YouTubers who have based their following off of playing FIFA and taking it further, and their audience is so loyal to them that they'll do everything they want to see. That's why it's it's an interesting market, and it's being exploited. The YouTubers, I'm not going to condemn them. Some of them are our friends, but the funny thing is, it's like advertising is so interesting when people are like, I did a story on the main show where they're talking about how Nick Jr., the website, Nickelodeon, they're banning ads from running across that site because they think, because the kids that are going to be going on that site are under the age of influence, they shouldn't be able to be influenced that market. They shouldn't be like, go and buy a doll because you're watching this show. Whereas YouTube, the prime audience for most of these FIFA YouTubers, and for our audience probably, is like anywhere between the age of 8 and like 16. Is that not considered a market that shouldn't be tapped into? But these FIFA promoters and everyone else are like, click here for the coins, or go to this place and buy. You can go and get FIFA coins and buy this shirt or whatever else.
It's completely fair to tap into that market.
Of course.
Maybe this is on the lines of ethical reasoning when you're talking about promoting the idea of gambling, which I can understand to a certain degree. Wiping out the idea of advertising to kids 8 to 16 years old is absurd.
Yeah, that's
advertising is literally all around you, especially considering You can't go to a website, you can't walk down the street, you can't look at your phone without an ad popping up. I'm almost 90% sure we're outlining like the entire 19th season of South Park. Like, I don't know if it's an ad or if it's a human.
It's true.
But I wanted to also go into the thing with the FIFA coins is it does have like I guess there's a psychological idea around it where you think you're not spending real money because it's FIFA coins, which is the same thing they say to you. It's like, it's not money at the casino, it's chips. You're not throwing away money, you're throwing away chips.
Yeah.
So it has that mentality to it. Besides the fact that FIFA coins, most of them are being sold from, again, black market, a separate market from EA Sports.
Yeah.
You can go through the game itself to buy FIFA coins. I did it once because my team was so bad. Guess what? My team still sucked. Because I'm not good at FIFA. However, you can spend like $5, get, I don't know, 10,000 FIFA coins, and you use those coins to buy packs of players.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you get better, hence why you see one of the most popular forms of videos on YouTube, in especially esports and FIFA videos, is the Ronaldo unpackings, the Messi unpackings.
Yeah.
They have people reaction videos to those that get millions and millions of views.
Yeah. I think what happens is that YouTube is playing catch up. Like, this has grown so fast. Like, YouTube was set, and I'm sure that the ambition and the goal was to get to a level like this, but it's grown so fast, and you have so many of these YouTubers that specialize in video games that, like, okay, how do we understand what they're trying to market? Because the same thing can happen for Call of Duty, where they could be like auctioning off weaponry that they've got through a certain level of acquiring points. Like, the same thing happens because I don't think it's really understood. I don't think anyone really understands that market as well as everyone thinks they do. So when it comes to something like FIFA coins, it comes across harmless. But at the same time, you can acquire it through actually using money and spending when it's your dad's credit card.
If you're using you maxed out dad's American Express black card on FIFA coins, and your team is still on the bottom of the table.
I think this came under, the last point on it, I think it's came under more scrutiny because gambling with in-game currency has become a hot topic, according to this article. As it said, two YouTubers last year, Thomas Pro Syndicate Cassell and Trevor T. Martin were discovered to have equity in gambling sites that were promoting to their audience without ever having disclosed the information. So it's understandable. It's they're going to try to make more money from, especially if YouTube's going to go down the demonetization route, and most of these YouTubers perhaps indulge in some of the filthy language that you see out there that is not you can't monetize that in front of ad sites. So unless it's a soap company, and then you wash your mouth out with soap.
Hey, we'll curse all you want. Hey, Dove, do they sell soap?
Yes, they do.
Come to us. You can sponsor
wash
us.
my mouth out with soap.
You can wash our mouths out with soap on camera, so we can curse and have all that fun too.
What do you think of this story? Hit us up in the comment section below. JasonRubin91 on Instagram and on Twitter. Francis Maxwell host on Instagram. Francis_Maxwell on Twitter. And as you know, my cup says American and proud of it. This is before I actually had my coffee this morning, so I picked it up unaware of what I actually said.